It's shaking, stop shaking. Hello everyone, my name is Amy. I am the Black Cat Stitcher here on YouTube and on Instagram. And this is my first Flosstube back after a month. And yeah, I guess starting this video with life updates. My new coworker started at the museum, and she had her first week this week, so now I'm definitely going to be able to do these videos regularly. And yeah, like I said, I plan on doing them once a month because with WIPGO, there may be months where I won't have more than a couple WIPs that I'm working on. Yeah, are you gonna come say hi, kiss kiss? If the camera is moving, that's Kiss, he's sniffing it. But anyway, yeah, but this month, I'm kind of eating crow with that statement, mostly because I had 3 new starts, and then I also had 2 finishes, and I worked on 2 of my WIPs. Yes, Hershey. So yeah. Also, I'm in a new spot again. I got a new couch over the past couple months. Come here, kiss kiss. Say hi to everyone. Got a new couch, and I have moved my Stitchy spot into the living room because it has better lighting. And yes, kiss. Come say hi. Kiss kiss. Yep, he's going towards the blankets I have hanging on the back of my sofa because they're comfy and he likes to sit on them. But anyway, yeah, and there's better lighting in here. So also that will be good for Flosstube videos because you can actually see my projects. Because I noticed in my last video, my welcome back video after being gone since last year, it got really dark really quick during the video and some of my projects were a little bit harder to see. So I apologize for that. But yeah, anyways, let's get started. Like always in my videos, I split my videos into 2 parts. This first part I'll be talking about my crafting, and the second half I'll be talking about reading. So yeah, we'll start with the crafting journey off with my 2 finishes, or starts and finishes that I had since you last spoke to me. And the first one is this one. This is going to be a gift for my grandmother. This is Hello Friends by Emmy Brookin Designs. And this is what it's supposed to look like. As you can see, I left out the Hello Friends part at the top because I think it's cuter. And I'm giving this to my grandma, and she likes snowman. She collects them. She has a whole bunch of little snowman trinkets in her house, so I think she'll like this as a Christmas gift. So this is my first time doing so much backstitching, and it's my first time attaching these little, you know, charm things to a project. So I attached their little noses, and I thought I was gonna want to pull my hair out trying to do that because it's the first time I've ever tried doing something like that, but it's pretty easy. So to be honest, I'm pretty proud of this. I got it I got it at the end, got it in the mail at the end of March, and it took me like a week to finish it. So yeah, this is Hello Friends by Aimee Brookin Designs. I hope I'm saying her name right, by the way. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that designer's name. But anyway, also at the end of March, I started and finished the I Love Stitching Mill Hill bead kit. It had, if you've seen my Instagram post about this, it had a little bead string to make this an ornament, but as soon as I finished snapping that picture for Instagram, it disintegrated. And that was devastating. So I'm not going to do the beading part again for the little ornament thing. I'm gonna go to Walmart, get a ribbon and make it, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to, you know, get this to stay. So yeah, I think a ribbon will be easier for me, and I won't have to have my heart broken twice when the bead string disintegrates. But anyway, yeah, this is my first time beading, and I had my second time attaching a charm to something. So yeah, I really enjoyed. This was a fun, quick stitch. Yeah, it took me basically a long weekend to do this. But yeah, and next, I guess I will grab my new start. If I can reach it there. I got it. All right, my new start, crinkle crinkle, sorry, is this Mill Hill Alley Cat's Ashes kit. And I also started this at the end of March because I had basically for the entirety of the month of March, I had been stitching my Star Wars piece nonstop, and I was so bored with it. So I just started a whole bunch of smalls. I finished 2 of them, and I'll show you how far I got on my 3rd one. This is where I got part of his face, both of his eyes. And yeah, I'm going to have this as my, yes, kiss, please don't move my camera. No, kiss, go away. This is going to be my smallest project, because I have a lot of big projects, and when I get bored and I'm feeling like a finish, I'll pick this one back up again. And we'll see. I'll tell you my plans for the month of April, for the rest of the month of April, and we'll see, I guess, if I end up working on this again before the next update in May. Yeah, it'll be May when I do my next update. Alrighty, and lastly, we're gonna move on to whips. For WIPGO, let me grab my little cheat sheet here. For WIPGO, number 7 and number 10 were called for the month of April. And I have completed already my number 10 goal, which was to do 1,000 stitches on this project. This is what it's gonna look like when it's completed. I'm calling it Watercolor City. It's from an Etsy shop. I'm not going to promote. And here's a picture of where I left off last. And here, no, I think that's upside down. No, that was correct. This is where I'm at now. So basically I worked up here. I had been doing the diagonal cross-country stitching method with this, but I've kind of fallen out of love with that method, but I still like doing cross-country. But instead I'm picking the color, you know, in the farthest row up and then working it down. And then I'm completing, you know, rows down instead of in diagonal. So yeah, I've worked up in here. Next, when I pick this up again, I'm gonna get into some colors other than blue. It'll be fun. Towards the end of my 1,000 stitches, I worked in here with this little purple pink blob, and that's what I'm gonna continue working on. And then down here in the last 2 rows of this, in the Q-snap, there's gonna be more blue, but I think I'm gonna move over because I have a lot of parked threads on this side. Once I finish, you know, the area within this Q-stamp, I have a few parked down here, and going down I would get more detail and less blue, but also I just want to get rid of all these parked threads because I'm tired of having them dangling there. But yeah, that was one of the whips that I worked on during the, well, I finished my 1,000 stitches before April actually began, because these were drawn, I think, on the 27th of March, the numbers, and I picked it up right away and kept working on it. So yeah. And lastly, of course, the project that I'm working on a huge finish for is my Star Wars piece, which if you're my father, please go away. But here's what it is supposed to look like. Now, when I last showed this to you, I believe I was at 85% complete. I do not have a picture because I forgot to take one after I filmed my last video, but my goal for the end of March was to reach 90%. And my goal for the end of April is to reach 95%. And by the end of May, I want to have it finished. You know, may the 4th be with you and all. And I think I might finish it in April, to be honest. I'm currently at 94%. I'm almost already completed with my goal for the month of April. And April has barely started. So probably by the end of this weekend, I will reach my goal of 95% and I'll keep going. And I think it'll be kind of cool, I guess, to, you know, finish this on May the 4th and say, may the 4th be with you. Here's my finish of my giant Star Wars piece. And, you know, put that on Instagram. So I might save the final stitches for May 4th. But I'll definitely get really freaking close to a finish by the end of April. But yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Here I am. What I have been doing, since all that I have left to complete, let me fold this up so I can bring it closer to the camera. What I have left is, oops, maybe I folded it up a little too much, can fit in one Q-snap here at the bottom corner. What I have been doing is going down the list of colors in my pattern keeper, picking one and color completing it, because I can do that now. So I've mostly been working with some grays, and I'm filled in a lot of this. You can't really tell how much I've filled in here with Chewbacca because of all the confetti, because in order to get the texture of the hair, there's a lot of confetti in Chewbacca, so that's fun. The next color that I'm going to work on is 647 DMC. Don't worry, I have another skein of this. I know I'm about to run out. But this is, if I complete this one, this is the color that has the most amount of stitches left in the entire piece. So that will be an accomplishment when I finish this color. So, gosh, I'm so close to a finish, I can feel it. But I'm hoping I don't, by the end of April, get to the same situation like I did at the end of March, where I worked on it so much that I'm absolutely sick and tired of it. But, you know, I'll try my best to get this close to the finish and then put the final stitches on May the 4th. So yeah, Dad, you can come back now. Yes, and he'll probably be happy that he doesn't have to leave the room anymore when he watches my Flosstubes. My mom will have to leave the room instead because I have a gift for her now that I'm working on. So, sorry, Mim. I think that's all for my whips and stuff, and all the crafting. yeah, so I did a lot in the month of March. So, and probably for next month's update in the beginning of May, I will probably just have my Star Wars piece to show you, to be honest, because like I said, I'm going to be stitching like a fiend on that to get it done. But I might have like when they call the, you know, WIPGO month for next month, I might work a little bit on one of those projects, whatever those numbers may be. But yeah, probably next video is gonna be a real short one. All right, so now on to reading. So for those of you who are, oh, never mind, not on to reading. There is one thing that I forgot to talk about. Plans, it's kind of a plan. Like I said in my welcome back video, which was the previous video to this one, if you want to check that out, you can. I'm working on, once I finish this Star Wars book, or Star Wars WIP, I'm going to be starting this one, You Belong to Me by Long Dog Samplers, which will be my first Long Dog sampler. So I'll probably start that. So if I do meet my goal and finish this before the next video, I will have a few stitches in that one at least. I'm still having trouble picking my final color with that one. I'm looking for like a darker brown that matches the skin tone of this fella in this picture, to use as one of my, as the border slash small animal doodad color in my Long Dog sampler. So yeah, if you have any DMC suggestions that will match that color brown, let me know, and I will, you know, when I do my final floss toss, I will use those suggestions. I'm leaning towards, I think, DMC number 7. It's definitely not as dark as this guy's skin, but from what I've, you know, throwing like various shades of brown on, you know, my fabric, that is the one that I'm leaning towards. And I don't have my fabric with me, otherwise I would show you what that looks like, but yeah. But yeah, I might be starting that one before the next video. Yay! I love new starts, they're fun. All right, now we're going to talk about reading. So for those of you who don't care about reading, this is the end of the video for you. But yeah, basically what I've read over the past month is my mom and I, in our little mother-daughter reading book club thing, we finished the entirety of the Bones series. I'll scatter the covers, photos in front of my face to show you, but that definitely, by the end of it, I was burnt out. If you've read a series that's as long as the Bones, you know, series, it becomes very predictable. I could basically guess, you know, exactly what was gonna happen, you know, and plus there is, you know, like the side romance in this book, you know, like Booth and Bones from the TV series. It's, you know, the same in the book, except the guy's name isn't Booth. His last name is Ryan. And yeah, that part of it, the romance part, got very frustrating because basically, like from the middle of the series until like maybe the very end of the series, there's this period which the main character goes through that's, you know, relatively extremely frustratingly indecisive about, you know, their relationship. And it's kind of like, just do something already. Either you break up with him for good and there is no longer this romance between this guy and you pick another guy for the series, or you get back together and happily ever after. Do something. I don't care what it is. Do something. So that part was really frustrating. And like I said, it got really predictable. So I'm kind of glad that we're done with that series, at least for now. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be adding more books because I think she's still writing and adding to the series. So, yeah, that is basically my reading, except for my book club book, which I will put the title or the book title thing here, because I don't remember. The title is relatively long. But basically, this I think is more of a young adult fiction, mystery fiction novel. This book I really enjoyed. I think the main character, she's a little girl who's really smart and she's kind of, I guess, a delinquent in the fact that she gets herself into situations, obviously since she's solving a crime, that you know, most kids wouldn't get themselves into. But basically, summarizing this book, her father gets accused of murdering a gentleman, and she's trying to figure out who actually did it to exonerate her dad. So yeah, that's the basic gist of the story. There's a whole lot more to it than that, and that's really not a great summary, but I don't want to give anything away, really. And yeah, this little girl is into chemistry too, so, you know, yes, Hirsch, there might be, you know, some, you know, words of chemicals and whatnot that might be, you know, a harder pronunciation or whatnot for some people. But, I mean, probably not, actually. There weren't really all that complicated chemicals in there. But, yeah. Yeah, that's all I read, too. Like, gosh, this video is less than 30 minutes compared to my last video. This is a really short video. But, yeah, that is all I read. And I think I'm taking a break from reading a little bit because, like I said, the Bones one series really burnt me out. But next, yes, after book club this month, which I think is a couple weeks from now, I'll probably start reading again with the next book club book. So yeah, that is all I have to say. I will see you guys in a month, and hopefully we will see a finish to Star Wars. Bye for now.